Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I know things have been going kind of slow for you. Probably it's been a little bit boring not being able to come down here to the welding class. I understand. I miss y'all quite a bit too. Going to talk to you a little bit about some things. I'm going to go through logging into the website and how to use some of the items that are on there. Let you kind of see from a student's perspective. I've got a fake student account set up, but hey, like I said, I appreciate y'all that have helped me out and responded to some of my remind messages. I like to still stay in contact with y'all. I know it's probably silly, but I do honestly miss having y'all here. Every one of you. I can't think of anybody that. So well, I'm glad I ain't got to put up with so and so. But it ain't the case. It doesn't exist. Every one of you, I enjoy being with you. So I definitely miss that. As we go forward, you know that it's still up in the air what they're going to do. Nope, break time. It's still up in the air what they're going to do grades wise. I'm not going to say one way or the other. I don't really know for sure, but I'm pretty confident that everything that you do online, if you're interested in welding, is going to help you, regardless of whether it's a grade that matters or not. If you're interested in welding, okay. If you're not interested in welding, then some of this stuff may very well not matter, other than for a grade. But in the long run, the more stuff you can learn right now, especially if you have the time to do it, it's pretty valuable. Okay, so I'm here to help you out with it. So I'm going to go through the website. There's a lot of other resources out there. You can feel free to contact me anytime. Okay, send me a text message through Remind, or if you've got my phone number, that's fine. I don't care. Send me an email. But if you have a question about welding, then I'm going to be here as a resource for you. Period. Okay, obviously, we can't get out there and do much hands-on stuff, but those of you that have welding machines, if you've got access to a welding machine and you need some materials, let me know. I might be able to take care of that for you so you're not having to have a lot of out-of-pocket expenses just to practice. Okay, I get you some pieces for some pad welds, some stuff you can weld together, maybe even a little bit of filler metal. Main thing to understand if we do that is I want to see some pictures of what you've done. Okay, I want you to tell me about it. I want to know about it. Again, maybe extra credit, maybe it's just to keep myself entertained. This is like I said, this is an unusual time. We don't know what the future holds for us as far as school goes, but right now is a good time to spend some time learning. I'm learning a lot of things. I've been doing a weekly meeting with other welding instructors and hearing what they're going through, and I'm trying to get materials together. I know that the website may not be what you're used to as far as Canvas goes, and I may not have it set up where it runs quite as smoothly as some of your other classes, and I apologize for that, but I'm still learning. I do all this on, from what I've learned by myself. I'm not a trained teacher. I'm a welder. So, bear with me as I make mistakes. Give me some feedback. Whenever I send a form out there for some feedback, don't be afraid to let me know the things that I can do better, and I'll try to correct them if I can. So what we're going to do right now is just go ahead and log into the website. We got the old Gerald student username right here. I click login. So it's going to pop up. There's two tabs right here. One of them says timeline. One of them says courses. If there's something that's got a time restraint on it, on when you've got to get it done, it should show up there. Okay. Courses is actually where you're going to go. And if you notice over here on the left, there's a menu, and it shows GTC Spring 2020. I can collapse that menu right here by clicking this little hamburger icon. And now I've got it full screen. Okay. As a student, I can change a little bit about how this page looks by clicking Customize this page. And I could move these things around now that I've clicked it. If I wanted to have like this learning plan, I don't want to see it. We're just going to delete it. Yes, I want to delete it. Now I don't see that. Now all I see is my course overview. Private files, I don't want to see those. I can hide them or I can just delete it. Click yes. Online users, yeah, I kind of want to see who else might be on. Badges, don't have any badges set up yet. I'm actually working on that. There's getting the graphics and that kind of stuff together. A little slow, so it may not even happen this year. What I'm hoping will happen from all of this is when we come back next year, for those of you that do come back, we can kind of flip this classroom stuff around and really minimize the amount of time we spend in the classroom. Okay, I'd like to have it where, and I know it's more homework kind of stuff, but 10 or 15 minutes a day at home might be better than 20 minutes here. Okay, that are wasted where you're not wasted, that are used for theory instead of actual hands-on welding. So I'm going to go ahead and hide the latest badges. I don't want to see it yet, but I'm just going to hide it instead. Notice it takes up a block now. I can move this block up further. Now I can see my calendar. Upcoming events. Assignment 1, Introduction to Metals, Carbon Steel, is due Monday the 20th of April. I can see it. And then I can also add other blocks. These are things that you as a student can do. Let's see here. Don't see nothing I really want to put on there. But you can play around with it. There's nothing, if you tear up something on my website, that's okay. It's my fault for not making it secure where you can't. So anyway, so that's got us kind of logged in and fiddling around with our front page. So I'm going to go to the course. I'm trying to make this video not too terribly long. Very top part up here says click here to see a video getting started or welcome video. I think both of those links are actually to the same video. These little items here that have the little talk bubbles, these are forums. Okay, me personally, if you've got some welding questions or some questions about the content, I'd love for you to post them on the forum. Okay, so I click on that one. Here's the one that I've made as the admin user, but I can add a new topic as a student. Put in the subject for my topic. How do I do the online quiz? So here's a sample question. The online quiz will not let me do it because other things have to be completed. I can put a file attachment to that. I can give it tags. Just go ahead and write in quiz. And post a forum. Now my discussion is there, my question is there for anybody to see. Not just the administrator, but any other student should also be able to see it too and answer it possibly. Got 30 minutes, you can add it. There we go, and we're done. I can subscribe to it. If I subscribe to the forum, it should send me an email. Not sure whether I've got that feature set up right or not, but you could. That's what the purpose of this over here. Whenever you see this little gear, most of y'all probably know this, but anyway, those are some type of settings normally. So for me to go back to the actual class, I've got a set of breadcrumbs up here that list everywhere that I've been. So I'm going to go to the GTC Spring 2020, or I can go to the general section. Let's just go to the general section, and there it is. So your very first assignment is down here in this Introduction to Metals section. All of these sections can be collapsed, and over here it lists the items that are in there. Okay, and I can see a quick progress that I've done 7 of 9 of them. So the Introduction to Metals, I can expand it out, see the content. All these other ones down here, I can collapse those, and I can still kind of see that there is some content in there. But the Introduction to Metals is the one that I want you to do first. Okay, I've got content in there. I'd like for you to do it from top to bottom. There's an Intro to Metals welcome video that I did. When it pops up like this, I can click Start a New Attempt, press Enter, and here comes the content. With, of course,
section is going to introduce you to a few of the many concepts that are related to metals. We'll start off with basic concepts.
I don't think I need to overload you with both of us.
Try to complete each one of the.
Stop that. I can get back to the Introduction to Metals section right there. Anyway, that video kind of tells you how to go through some of these things. No need for me to get into them, but for those of you, a lot of you have completed the first 2 or 3 A lot of you have done the assignment, but if you notice, there's actually 2 items in the assignment. First one is take a look at the introduction video, the carbon steel introduction video, not my introduction to the section. Then answer the 1 question on number 3, carbon content question. After you answer that question, you'll be able to see how many people picked your answer and picked the other answers. You won't be able to see who they are. Then on number 2, second part of it, using the information you gained from the video, write 1 quiz question based on the content in the video. So write me a quiz question and include the timestamp where the information can be heard. Okay. So if I come down here, I can see my submission right here. And where I made it, I just wrote in, this is a test submission. I can edit my submission after the fact. So here's the question. That one's not in the video, so when my teacher grades it, he might like my question, but I didn't give an answer for it, and I also didn't put a timestamp. So who knows what kind of grade I'll get. As far as what we're doing here, you're going to get a positive grade for anything that you do, okay, even if you just attempt it. So don't get too hung up on you know, whether you get a good grade or not on it. In my book, in my mind, this is all going to be extra credit, or it's at least not going to hurt you any, because I really don't have a way to make sure everybody has the same resources to do it and that kind of stuff. So I hit Save Changes, and now you can see my updated submission. So go back to the Introduction to Metals section. This is when you see this little link right here, looks like a chain. That's something to an external site. Click on it, read that page, and study it. And a lot of those questions that are in this quiz right here are from that page. And the next one, here's a little presentation that I made. Watch that presentation. That's the one we started on a minute ago. After you've watched it, take a couple notes. And here's a quiz for it. You can take the quiz. Okay. So, again, all the other sections that have got materials in them, I don't have any assessments, but they are something that may be worth watching. If you watch something, look at it, got some comments or questions about it, post them in the forum. Hey, just go up there and post, hey, I watched the welding processes video in the welding process overview. What did you think about it? Okay. I know it sounds like a lot of extra stuff that you don't have to do, but you don't have to do anything. Okay, it's your choice. You got to make choices. If you want to learn about welding, I want to do whatever I can to help you out. So I appreciate you taking the time to look at the video so far. Look around the website. I've got quite a few people that are still not logged in. Maybe I didn't have the right email address for them. I don't know. But if you know anybody that says, hey, I haven't been able to find out what Mr. Austin wants us to do, have them get in touch with me. Have a good one. I appreciate y'all listening to me if you listen this far. Good job.